It's like, I don't know how to explain it really. It's like when you've wanted anything, like a little bit of information, and then you get given lots. It's like
tons of it.
Yeah.
Your mother had a very hard life here in Ireland. She was in and out of care herself. A number of children born with intellectual disabilities as well. How did she die? Did you find out all those details?
Yeah, I think, well, she died of an aneurysm, and she was failed by the state right the way throughout her life, which kind of makes you a bit angry because you think, because my brother as well was failed by the state, and she'd still be here today if they'd just helped her and done something, put the support in for her. So then, obviously angry, upset and frustrated that she'd be here and I would have been able to meet her if people had given her the help she needed. Well,
the brother you're talking about is Danny Talbot, a person we've spoken about on this show on more than one occasion.
He died 10 months ago, also in the care of the HSE as well. Yeah,
that's right.
It must have been very, very frustrating, very, very annoying to be constantly knocking on doors. I want to find her, I want to speak to her, to be told we don't know where she is, and then to receive a call saying, well, actually, do you know what, we do know where she is, but it's too late.
Yeah, I'll remember that day like forever when I got that call that she'd actually died. And then to come over for the funeral and that be like how you're going to meet her for the first time, like it's just heartbreaking. Like I can remember looking at her laid out in masses and thinking, like, I'm never going to get to be able to speak to you or anything. And I just remember looking at her thinking, because she looked lovely, she looked like an angel, but that's what I said when I seen her. But it's just heartbreaking that that's all you'll ever have.
How much time did you get to spend with her at that time?
I spent quite a bit. I kind of went in and then I came back out and then I went back in again. But it's not the way you'd really want to be meeting your mum.
No, after all that time.
You got to kiss her.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all your brothers and sisters were at the funeral, all your half-brothers and sisters, and they didn't know who you were, and your aunties didn't know who you were. Did you want to, you know, meet them and greet them and say, you know, I'm her daughter?
Yeah, I did, but and then obviously I wasn't sure whether they'd want me there or anything else, because nobody had ever told me that. My family wanted to know where I was as well. So I kind of just took a step back, but it was heartbreaking as well to think, well, that's my brother, that's my sister, that's my aunt and my uncle. And
there was somebody with you pointing all these people out?
Yeah, the same social worker was there, pointing everybody out.
Okay. Did anybody wonder, particularly in the funeral home, who is this girl? Anybody wonder at all?
I think my aunt actually thought it was a social worker, yeah.
Okay. Well, it must have been reassuring to discover that while you were trying to find your family here in Dublin, they were trying to find you. Eventually you met.
Yeah.
That must have just been an emotional outburst from everybody.
Yeah.
Can you remember that day?
Yeah, I can, yeah. So, it was a great day because I've wanted to know where my family are for a long time, but it was like a really hard day as well because they're your family but they're strangers at the same time.
Now, limitations were placed on you about the amount of hours you could spend with your newfound brothers and sisters, and indeed there are some sisters that you still haven't even been allowed to meet yet. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of uphill fight to see them. I see them for 2 hours once every month, and I mightn't even know if that access is going to go ahead until the day before. I mean, only the last 4 months has it been settled since Fergus Finley's came on board that I know I'm actually going to see them that first Friday of the month.
So up until Mr. Finley's intervention, you were you'd get a call on an afternoon to be told, be on a plane tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and then you have to sort it with work and everything else. And then it's the emotional side of it as well. Am I going to see them? Am I not going to see them?
And where are your brothers and sisters? I mean, they're dotted all over the place, isn't that right? In care, in foster care?
Yeah, one of them's adopted, and then one of my brothers lives with my aunts, and then the rest are in foster care.
And the one that lives with your aunts is Joe, who your mother was carrying when she came back to Ireland.
Yeah, so you've access to him, but there are two sisters that you're not allowed to speak with.
No, well, one sister that I still haven't met, despite asking for the last 3 years.
When you see them, do you have time on your own with them?
No, I have an access, and it'll be in like a Barnardo's centre, and it's supervised, and then there'll be foster carers there as well. So it's not really quality time either.
No, it's not.
Yeah. You did get to spend some time with Danny. your brother who died 10 months ago.
Yeah.
He used to call you at 2 in the morning, you were saying, when he couldn't get to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and it'd be heartbreaking as well, like thinking, well, he's out on the street and it's cold and he's nowhere to go. And like, I'm not even in the country, so there's nothing I can do about it.
So you're constantly battling just to try and get a little more time with your own siblings. You're a girl who wants to belong to a family, who hasn't been allowed to belong to a family. And now that you're trying, there's still obstacles being put in front of you. Yeah,
it's just an uphill fight and struggle all the time. Yeah.
After Danny passed away, you heard a radio interview with Minister Barry Andrews, and he was speaking about Danny's death, and he made some comments that really outraged you. Tell us what you heard that day.
Yeah, it was an interview with Eamon, and Eamon was asking him about the Lamb family and that my family protest outside the Dáil twice a month. And like, what about a report into his death? And Barry Andrews' response was, you can't please all the people all the time. And he continued to say, because Eamon said, well, they've lost a child, it's really not about that. And Barry Andrews said, it certainly is about that. Yeah. And it's just, to hear the Minister for Children say that, stand up and say, like, he should be like backing, like, supporting like the changes in the.
But he's talking about your brother.
Yeah.
He might be another citizen of Ireland, but it's your brother he's talking about.
So that was an interview he did with Eamon Keane on News Talk. Now, after that interview, you wrote Barry Andrews a letter, and you have the letter there. Do you want to read out the last paragraph?
It's a bit long to read the whole thing out, but I'll read the last paragraph here. And it says, I would like to bring to your attention, Minister, that I lost both my mother, Linda Lamb, and brother, Danny Talbot, both due to the failures of the HSE. I was denied my right as a child growing up and continue to be denied my right into adulthood to know the whereabouts of my mother, brothers and sisters. This was due to cover-ups, secrecy and a lack of ability for social workers to communicate between each other. I met my mother on the day of her funeral, and that day will forever stay imprinted in my mind. The heartache of the time I never had and missed with my mother and siblings will never go away, and that I continue an uphill fight and struggle against the system of the HSE to spend any sort of quality time with my brothers and sisters. So it is definitely not a question of pleasing people, it is a question of truth, justice, accountability and answers, not about making people happy. Yeah.
Did you get a reply to that letter?
I actually got a two-line reply from his personal secretary saying that they're looking into the death of Danny Talbot, and that was it. That was it? Yeah, from a two-page.
No sympathy?
No. Nothing.
No humanity in the letter, just simple two?
Yeah. And it's quite frustrating because you can't speak out about anything as well. Like, and I feel like that we have to protect the social workers, we have to protect the minister, but nobody stood up and protected my mum, nobody stood up and protected my brother, nobody's standing up now. Well, Fergus Finlay, like, he's doing a good job, but nobody else is standing up. No one's standing up for the children of this country and speaking for them or protecting them. Why should we have to protect social workers and the children's minister?
Maria, thank you so much for coming in to tell us your story.
Just an insight into one family who's been let down.
And there are many others.
By the care system.
Many others. Please keep us posted on any developments that occur, and thank you very much for joining us. Okay. Don't forget, if you've got a story you'd like to share with us on the show, we'd love to hear from you.
You can contact us by email at themorningshow@tv3.ie or text morning followed by your message to 53131.
You can write to us at The Morning Show, TV3, Westgate Business Park, Ballymount in Dublin 24. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see you back here again in a few minutes.
Welcome back. Now, I'm not renowned for my gardening skills, so who better to embark on a Back to Basics gardening series?
Now, over the summer months, we'll be bringing you lots of gardening advice, courtesy of Morning Show